What do you think attracts people the most? I think you kind of briefly touched upon it. What do you think attracts people the most to an actual laundromat?
Yeah, it really, it doesn't take a whole lot.
Yeah.
If it's clean, if it's bright, if it feels safe, and if machines are working, and it's convenient, like those are the main things that will attract people. And really, that's in a lot of markets, like that's the bar. If you can achieve those things, you're probably going to kill it. You're going to do really well because there's so many owners. It's a mom and pop industry. There's so many owners that aren't running their businesses that way. And so the bar is really low, but if you're in a more competitive market, then maybe you need to up your game. Maybe you need to have, promotions that really attract people. You need to do, some bigger gestures, to really compete for those customers.
Yeah. It's so interesting too, because I can just imagine the work that goes into it, and actually I can see also but also I can see at the same time that how much cash flow people get from actually a laundromat. Like, obviously you don't have to tell me what the cash flow you get from your laundromat, but you probably would need multiple ones just to maintain something, because I feel like not just one would do it, but more you'd have to have a series of them, right?
Yeah, well, it really depends. So, just to kind of give you ballpark, your average sort of base hit laundromat deal, you're just going to go out there, you're going to buy one that's basically turnkey and it's cash flow now. You're looking at a 20 to 25% return on your money, day one. And that's without using leverage. That's without using a loan. And so if you actually lever that up, those numbers go up even further, which, makes it a pretty, especially considering you can run your average laundromat in 5 to 10 hours a week, once you get it all set up, correctly. So that's a pretty good return on your investment, but also a pretty good return on your time there. And, in terms of needing multiple, one thing that I have found to be true is that probably around 99% of America could replace their 9-to-5 job income with 1 to 3 laundromats.
Wow.
So for example, I had a consulting client last week who was buying a laundromat. It was self-serve only laundromat, one attendant there at all times. But it was netting $100,000 a month from this one laundromat. So that's pretty good. I take that all day, every day.
Yeah.
But obviously there's other laundromats that net a whole lot less than that.
Sure. Yeah, I guess it's also too, like, I could see also as a business owner, you want to look at location too. Like, the places that you put an actual laundromat can depend on how much you're actually making and generating. Because, like, if it's in the middle of nowhere, I can see no one really goes there.
Yeah. Just like real estate, location is critical, right? Like, you've got to be in that convenient spot where it's easy for people to get to. You've got to be around the right people, the right demographics for the business model that you're operating.
Right. What do you find is the easiest way to actually run, like, as a CEO and founder? Like, I don't know how much time you actually spend in an actual laundromat, but like, how, like, in terms of, for people who are listening who are like CEOs and founders, they're like, I want to expand, I want to like now branch out to like different zones. Maybe they don't have their own laundromat, but maybe they have other stores like that. Like, how would you suggest to people in terms of getting their own thing, like just they're branching out, and how do you get out of that office and actually let the laundromat or place do the work?
Yeah, well, and that's key, right? I think as business owners, it's really, a lot of us, if you're starting from scratch, a lot of us start from a place where we do everything, right? We do, we're the ones sweeping the floor, we're the ones doing the sales calls, we're the ones, doing the books, we're doing everything, right? Every job, and it's really easy, I think, to get stuck in that. It's really hard to shift from I'm the one who does everything to, okay, I'm going to bring somebody else on to take on this task and this task and this task, and to give up control over something that, we've worked really hard for, blood, sweat, and tears, to build, and it's ours and we have a lot of pride in it. It's really hard to give over some of that stuff. However, if you're ever going to scale to any kind of level beyond, 1, 2, maybe 3 locations of any business, really, you have got to bring other people on and give them responsibility in your business, and, give them guidance as much as you can, give them guidelines, give them, metrics to hit and all that stuff. But you've got to give that over so that you can free up your time and your kind of mental space also to be able to think about how to actually expand. And, this process, building a business, is, and I see this for Laundromat. I tell my consulting clients this all the time. Yes, it's awesome. Laundromats are awesome. They can be a great investment, a great business to be in. But it's not about money, really. It is about money, right? We're trying to make money, but this is really a process of becoming who we're meant to be, right? This is a growth process for us personally, and in order to scale, you have got to intentionally grow. You've got to grow. So you've got to learn, but you've also got to step out of your comfort zone and do new things and give responsibility to other people so that you can take on bigger and bigger tasks. So if you're going to scale, you've got to focus your time, effort, energy on the tasks that will help you scale, not on sweeping the floors.
Right.